In a small town near Spokane, Washington, a man named Earl sits at his kitchen table, staring at a smartphone. It buzzes. He picks it up, squints, taps the screen, and nothing happens. He sighs, sets it down, and pours another cup of coffee. He used to fix radios. He used to build things with his hands. Now, he can't figure out how to join a video call with his grandson. Earl is 79. He's not afraid of technology. He's just not part of it. You're a man who once knew how everything worked. You could fix a car, patch a roof, wire a lamp. You didn't need instructions. You had instinct. Now, you're surrounded by devices that speak a language you don't recognize. Apps, updates, passwords, QR codes. You're not stupid. You're just excluded. You're a man who once taught others how to do things. Now, you're the one being told to just tap here by someone who doesn't understand that it's not that simple. You're not asking for pity. You're asking for patience. I'm Silas Reed, and this is The Silent House. We speak to the men who feel left behind in a world that moves too fast. We don't mock, we don't simplify. We listen. This channel is a space for the quiet frustration, the silent confusion, and the dignity of men who still matter, even if the world forgot how to include them. If this feels familiar, stay with us. We're just getting started. In cities like Phoenix, Arizona, or the suburbs of Minneapolis, men sit in living rooms filled with blinking lights, smart TVs, smart speakers, smart thermostats. None of them feel smart to you. You're a man who still writes checks, still reads paper maps, still prefers a phone call to a text. But the world doesn't wait. It updates, it replaces, it moves on. And you're left trying to catch up to something that never slows down. You're not asking to be tech savvy. You're asking not to be invisible. You're not asking to be trendy. You're asking to be included. You're not asking to be fast. You're asking for connection. A coffee shop in Portland, Oregon. A man named Joe watches people scroll. They don't look up. They don't speak. They just tap, swipe, and scroll. Joe remembers when people talked, when eye contact mattered, when silence was shared, not filled with noise. Now he feels like a ghost in a digital crowd. You're a man who still wants to learn, still wants to connect, still wants to be part of the conversation. But no one teaches anymore. They assume, they rush, they forget. You're not afraid of change. You're afraid of being left out of it. I'm Silas Reed, and this is The Silent House. We talk about what no one else does. The quiet truths of aging, the emotional weight of being disconnected, the dignity of men who still have something to say. If this story feels like yours, or like someone you know, subscribe, hit the bell, like, and leave a comment. Help us make silence heard. You're a man who still remembers the sound of rotary phones, the feel of handwritten letters, the joy of face-to-face conversation. You're a man who still believes that connection isn't about speed, it's about presence. And that's what the world forgot. You're still here, still curious, still capable. You're not outdated. You're overlooked. You're not slow. You're steady. You're not lost. You're waiting to be found. If this message feels like it was finally made for you, don't let it fade. Subscribe, hit the bell, like, and comment. Your support helps us turn silence into voice. This is The Silent House, and we're just getting started.